happy forever.
Why being weird?
I want you to take me out.
Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
Hello, Jennifer. It's so wonderful to speak to you today. How are you?
Oh, I'm really good, thank you. It's lovely to talk to you too.
So, how does it feel to be bringing Rose: A Love Story to London Film Festival this year?
Well, I mean, obviously it's the sort of best outcome that I could have hoped for in this crazy year that it's been. But yeah, it feels incredible. I can't believe people are watching the film. It's finally happening.
Yeah. So, if we go back to the beginning, was there a defining moment for you to get into film industry?
Do you know what? I really don't think there was a sort of defining moment. It was such a kind of slow burn process for me. I think it's partly because when I came out of university, I didn't have all the confidence in the world, and I got into editing first of all, because that felt like a sort of really good place to do some groundwork in storytelling and narrative and all that kind of stuff. And I really loved it as a career. And then when I slightly put my foot out of the gate in terms of directing, I did it over a period of years, making short films every year and slightly making the short films a bit longer and trying different genres. So I feel like I've taken a slightly more kind of softly approach. But I've just always loved films and scary films. So it's always been something that's been pushing me forward, but I just don't know if I've been as like, this is it, this is the moment. There's just like loads of little moments, little baby steps.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so what was it about Rose: A Love Story and Sophie and Matt that made you want to get involved and bring this to the big screen?
Well, I loved the script. I really loved the script, and I kind of felt like it was a really exciting opportunity to kind of make something that was genre and creepy and like edgy, but that kind of had like a really human story to it, and kind of give a more realistic version of a kind of genre that has been quite well trodden. And it felt quite unique to me in that respect. And also, let's be honest, debuted director, it felt quite achievable in that it was like one location, not too many characters. And I think when you read a script that can do that, but also tell a really good story, it's like, it's too exciting. It's just like, oh my gosh, I've got to make this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And your two leads being a real life couple, did you feel that helped with the authenticity of the piece?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they had such a shorthand. They're very funny people. They're both very funny. So they kind of they create a very relaxed atmosphere, which is always how I like to work as well. Not too much stress or hierarchy, but just keep things relaxed and kind of allow people to feel like they're in a safe space where they can just do their best work. And Matt and Sophie are just fantastic actors, but the fact that they, you didn't have to talk them through a sex scene or anything, it's just like they would just be like ribbing into each other all the time. And I think it creates a really nice dynamic between Sam and Rose that is genuinely authentic.
Yeah. Do you have any memories from filming that will stick with you throughout your career?
Oh gosh, yeah, so many. I definitely think the leeches. My experiences with the leeches is probably never going to leave me. Those leeches kind of haunt my dreams, really. They're very fast moving. You don't think that about leeches. They look like little worms, but they can go from this big to like this big in a second, and they go for you. They're like quite determined to get hold of you and suck all your blood. So that was always an interesting experience when we brought the leeches out. But I always enjoyed it because it was such an interesting challenge. Also, we got to cauterize a wound on screen, and that was really fun. We used pigskin and kind of did it for real, and that was really, I love any practical effects, like all the blood stuff. That was really fun. Stabbing a mannequin. No spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, being that this is your directorial debut, do you have? Are there any other aspects of the film industry that you'd like to pursue?
Well, I've covered editing. I've covered directing. I'd love to write a film, but again, I think I'm sort of doing it in a similar way to how I pursued directing, in that I'm a little bit kind of unsure of my skills and trying to build myself up to it a little bit. I've written a lot of shorts, but I haven't written a feature yet, and I would like to take that challenge on at some point.
Yeah, just build on the challenges as you go.
Yeah.
Cool. So, are there any genres that you haven't done yet that you'd like to?
That's a really good question. I've done sci-fi in my short films, and I've made a fantasy kids series in the television world. So I'm covering most bases now, but I'd really like to do like a kind of Black Mirror, like really creepy, dark, but maybe quite funny in some places, sci-fi. That would be definitely on my hit list. Or a superhero film. Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. And what's to stop you from melding the genres together?
Well, exactly. I feel like we're much more open-minded these days to kind of genre hybrids. So it could be my time.
Absolutely. So with the popularity of streaming services like a Netflix, what do you think the future of cinema is?
Oh man, that's such a good question. I mean, obviously I have a hope that we still have that kind of shared viewing experience that is going to a cinema. Because I slightly worry that it's not quite the same at home, but it's getting better. I mean, we're all getting better TVs if we can afford to, and stuff like that. But I don't know, I think I'm just very nostalgic for that kind of feeling of watching a film with a room full of strangers, and I hope it never goes away. But I mean, you can't deny that streaming services are producing the goods, and people are definitely consuming it at home. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I think we'll always keep a little bit of that going to the cinema thing, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And just before I let you go, what are you hoping audiences will take away from the film when they get a chance to see it?
Well, I hope that they really feel like they've kind of gone on a journey with Rose and Sam and kind of been immersed in their world for a bit, and I hope that they feel that, and basically I hope that they don't get annoyed by the kind of slightly open-endedness of the ending. And I think it might annoy some people, but hopefully not too many.
Awesome. Okay, well, this has been absolutely wonderful to speak to you.
You too.
Congratulations with the film, and I look forward to what you do next. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
Rose?
And what did we have for dessert?
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca. With the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels, it's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.